Um, here, here we are again for another episode of Comic Book Business News on 7 on 19 on 19 on 7/19 22 here in the news. Um Here we are, over 100 years have passed since the beginning of the Second Ukrainian War. Russia is still in the Ukraine. President Zelensky has met with the EU leaders to discuss the possibility that the Ukraine will join the European Union. It will no longer. It will possibly no longer. It may possibly get EU preliminary status, which is possibly it joins the list of countries like Turkey that may join the EU. And this is different from other countries like Israel and the Palestinian territories, which do things with the EU, but have partial, but only some things like cultural things, not and don't have full EU membership. And the European Union would use the Ukraine as a buffer zone between it and Russia, and it would possibly mean every time Russia would fight less wars with the Ukraine, and might be better for the Ukraine, as a war with the Ukraine would mean a war with Germany or France for Russia. Maybe Russia would not want to fight the main its main oil and gas exporter customer. So maybe that's Ukraine war for Russia. So also January 6th committee goes on. I think January 6th will, unlike the previous impeachment trials for Trump, this will be costly for him. Many of his assistants, unfortunately, will have to go to jail. It will be the more radical ones, not the ones like Comey or Kushner or Pence, who was against the coup, who was in physical danger and threatened by Trump and the protesters with his very life. He, in very sense, wasn't on Trump's side, but was on Pelosi's side and the side of Congress. So Pence is not a traitor, and Pompeo might not go to jail. Maybe Alex Jones would go to jail. Maybe we're looking at people like Jenny Thomas who knew about it. Maybe the newer members of his cabinet, because people like Kushner and Pompeo were already stepping aside as Trump had sacked most of his cabinet that saw him through most of his years, as um, this was getting to be the final months of his administration, and he was, like many people like Hitler, Trump kept just like the yes men and the sycophants around. Like all the Alfred Yodels were with Trump in his final weeks. So all those Yodels and extra ego waffles will go to jail with him. And Paul McCartney turns 80. What do we think when Paul McCartney's 80? Paul McCartney is actually 80. Happy birthday, Paul McCartney. I Congratulations. Have a great time. From all of us at Comic Book Business News, JLG Comics, and me, happy birthday. My favorite Beatles song is Hey Jude, by the way. No, Revolution. Anyway, the that's part, that's then now where you gets to some industry news. Um, Ms. Marvel is set to hit the Disney Plus as a new series to hit Disney Plus. So, and I have to say that from all the previews, it looks good. I like the actress who plays Kamala Khan, and I think Ms. Marvel is nice. I would have given her more a better costume. It looks almost like they took a spare Captain Marvel costume and gave it to her. I would have given her more one like she wears in the comic books. But I guess I'm glad they made one. Hey, they got Shazam right. Black Adam is coming out too. It's sort of another Shazam movie with Dwayne the Rock Thompson, with the Rock in it. With Dwayne the Rock Johnson, not Thompson. So Dwayne Johnson, oh my god, is plays Black Adam, which is like an ancient Egyptian jinn. That's what Black Adam basically is. And he has ambitions. Oh, I'm human now. Maybe I'll and rule all of Egypt instead of the Pharaoh. Maybe I'll cause havoc. So Shazam thinks he will choose he chooses a worthy man. He is an unworthy man. Okay, so now we will go to the comic. Now the comics. Amazing John Romita Jr. returns to Amazing Spider-Man. Amazing Spider-Man 897. We're getting up into Spider-Mans. John Romita Jr. and Scott Hanna. Oh my God, Scott Hanna. See, John Romita Jr. Oh my God, classic Spider-Man. I like John Romita Jr., but it's a little sometimes. But then it's Spider-Man. What do you want? See, this is good stuff. What do you want? Spider-Man. Look at this. Look at this. Smell the pages. So I give this comic again with John Romita Jr. a 4.3 out of 5. This comic is Eternals. It's it's basically Phaistos is comes back. I think in one of the previous seasons, one of the previous series, is Phaistos died. That guy is the black guy in the movie. So no, we don't see Salma Hayek in this. Icarus and Thena. I know this isn't quite like the movie for all your movie fans. Cersei's slutting around. Macquarie. They made Macquarie a chick for I guess the movie made a lot of changes. Or Neil did. I did not quite. I think this is Cersei or something. Oh, it's some little pip pip. Oh, you little illusion. I guess make a movie with Salma Hayek and Angelina Jolie. We're just change a lot. I like it. It's not too bad. A 4 out of 5 for this little thing. This guy is the fame. Is a comic, a special review of a digital weapon comic I picked up. Peter DeLuca's um, independent comics, interesting comic, Eyes of Asia. Eyes of Asia was a mini series some time ago that was interesting. It was Sal. My friend Sal had his friends who was this guy who was the co-manager of the shop. Basically, his very good friend, and he helped to fund a comic for him. So basically, he was my friend's protege for a while, and I think I don't want to say completely everything about the guy, but he wasn't too bad. But he, eventually he was canned. My friend canned him because I think he was acting like an asshole or something. Sorry, Peter. So Asia is basically uh, an elf, a cybernetic elf chick. And see, this is very, I like the illustrations. Peter Lucas, not such a bad illustrator. This is post-apocalyptic elf. And oh, like the original brochure card or trading card for the next. This is kind of interesting. Hmm. This is, I like, see, the illustrations are very good. It's nice. The demons are actually, oh, say, start out as demons, and they start as elves and then they get turned into demons. She sees her boyfriend as an, what will Asia do? Will Asia become like her friends? How many, the rough life of elves, cybernetic elves? I think I like this little series. It's a nice little world of the Eyes of Asia. I think it's pretty cool. Um, I kind of see what my friends thought of this series, but not that my elf would do that. Maybe a little cheesecake, but I don't know. Um, Maybe I'll just say 4.6 out of 5. Wherever you are, man, have fun. This is actually a really good Marvel trade paperback. This is, if like a alternate history Captain America, like before there was white Captain America, perhaps be experimented on somebody else with the super soldier serum. Was it possibly a Tuskegee? Was it possibly their me soldier or something? And were they possibly a prototype for Captain America? This is actually kind of an interesting idea. I thought it was pretty good. I read it when it first came out. This is the trade for the book. So, yes, indeed, it's Queens. Little kibitzing guys. Oh no, I know this place. Hush, baby, I'm going off to war. Oh, look, nice patriotic piece. Yes, we're going off. We're in the army now. We're not behind a plow. Digging ditches, fighting wars. Well, let's strap the old guy to the table. See which ones work. Turn them into super soldiers. It's a little. Some of them will live, some of them will die. Let's throw this guy into combat, make him kill Razzies. This is like really graphically cool. This black guy just kills tons of Nazis. And again, I'm parachuting in, Captain America. This is a really graphic one. This is, oh, let's just kill the Nazi right here. And kill more bad people. Oh no. Oh no, all these poor people. Yeah, it's really sad. You know, like the Holocaust is mentioned. I thought the people who made this did a really good job of how they depicted the Holocaust. Albeit a little graphic. These are women about to be executed. Very kind of graphic, but you have to depict the Holocaust and say it happened so that it can't happen again. But always be careful how you illustrate it. I think it was this artist's style, but maybe try and draw the women a little more respectfully. This artist is going to say, Kyle Barker, I love your art. I don't think he's done anything since then. So the women unfortunately die, and he's almost gassed too. And oh, look at here, the evil Nazis come in, and what is this? We are talking about Captain America. Yes, we experimented on our own soldiers. Look, oh, it's that evil guy Hitler. It's Austria's biggest hurt. And okay, Captain America is learning more about his predecessor. Captain America, what are you learning more? Walking around the world of queens. And is Captain America looking at a wall of his predecessors' pictures. And the predecessor's descendants. One of the people who was like the grandson. Oh, I liked the Heroes Reborn. Yeah, the Heroes Were Born by Liefeld was a really good one. I kind of felt that Liefeld did a good job depicting. Um, yeah, it was mid '90s one. See, Captain America was drawn by Liefeld, and Jim Lee did Iron Man, and we had the Avenger. Jim Lee also did like Liefeld also did Avengers and a few others. Like in fact, when Liefeld did his Fighting America for Awesome Entertainment, he took it from the Captain America. Okay, so for the final thing of truth, I would like to say this is a fantastic Captain America trade paperback if you could get it. And I would like to recommend Kyle Barker's book, A 5 out of 5. Some closing thoughts. As we continue on with, I know the other major conventions this year are we already had a few fan expos. We already had, we don't, we already had a few fan expos, and we already had, um, I think that, Baltimore Con this year will be pretty good. I'm not doing it, of course, but maybe in a few years I'll be able to do Baltimore and sign a comics there. And because I did it in 2019 and 2017. So that would be nice to do again. So New York Comic Con and San Diego, I never do, but that's coming up, and we have some local cons. So, oh no, this year for the industry is going to be great. I don't know if there are any major movies, but okay. From all of us at Comic Book Business News, goodbye and good luck.